Hiya, how you doing? So today I'm in Northamptonshire. I'm in Helmdon, which is a beautiful little sort of place really. I'm not sure if you can see much of it, but it's just fantastic areas of countryside. And I'm currently standing on the track, the original track line, and in front of me is Helmdon Viaduct, an abandoned viaduct. Not the biggest one you're ever going to see, but as we know on our channel, these viaducts are some of the most beautiful things you can explore. So without further ado, enjoy a history lesson. I'll see you on the other side. Bye. For me, nothing can beat the look of a viaduct in the picturesque countryside, especially an abandoned one that you can walk across, because it instantly can transport you back in time. So for me, exploring Helmdon Viaduct really was a special treat. Located in Northamptonshire, Helmdon Viaduct has 9 arches and was part of the Great Central Main Line, which was noted as being the last main line to be built from northern England to London, with this part of the line covering the section from Woodford to Brackley. Opened to goods traffic in July 1898 and then opened on the 15th of March 1899 for passenger traffic. With factors such as limited stopping on the line, its end would come in September 1966. With many relics dotted along this disused line, it's what's left that makes this amazing viaduct, hopefully in this video, become a reminder of how, when left over time, sites like this can simply blend into the background to almost give it that picture postcard feel. Welcome back. So it's a bit windy up here now, so hopefully you can hear me. But the smell of manure and everything, all the tractors and farmyard machinery is out in full force today. But this just really highlights what I always mean about viaducts, especially abandoned ones. Because obviously where I come from in Kent, they're very rare to see. Well, in fact, even though you have viaducts, they're actually extremely rare to actually even explore. But what you think of is you sort of think, oh, you know, walking across a bridge, nothing to see here. But if we come to the side, there you go. Oh, that's quite a steep dip, that. I'm not sure if I can. Not sure if I'll be attempting to come down on this side. Look at that. Lovely piece of history. Actually, let's try the other side. Let's try both sides just in case. Right. So it's quite. Let's have a look. See where people have sort of gone. It's quite steep. Ah, ha ha. Like this is a better option for us. Look at that. That's lovely. I want to be careful where I step. But yeah, look, there's our viaduct. Isn't that just stunning? Seriously, what is it with viaducts when you're trying to go down one? Just seem unnecessarily steep. But we're in now one of the arches. It's unlike me. Normally I start from the top and then work my way down, but in this instance I think it was probably better to go down and then work our way up. But it is a remarkable piece of history. Obviously there's graffiti from the locals, I'm assuming. Isn't this just simply fantastic? another viaduct. I needed my viaduct fix for today. So I guess I'm gonna have to keep going down, so wish me luck. Come on. Well, I'd be lying if I said that was deceptively steep, because it just was steep. And I'm still, oh god, I need to plateau in a minute. There we go. So we're now at the base of the viaduct, finally. And considering this isn't the biggest viaduct ever, that was a hefty piece of work to sort of come down here and check this one out. And I'm trying desperately to give you some better perspective on this. There you go. But because of how overgrown it is, can I get round there? Yeah, I probably can. But there's a fence there. Bugger. They cheated me. Felt like I could go further than that. Well, should be able to go around the other side. As viaducts go, actually, this one doesn't look too bad a condition. Normally we've seen them sort of crumble from the inside, and considering how abandoned this is, there's a lot more other things you can check out on this line. But today, like I said, I needed my viaduct fix. I think, ladies and gentlemen, that is as far as we can go. I think you can sympathise with me of how overgrown this is, and that there is no clear path. I may be able to go back the other side, but we need to obviously get back up now. So, did I make the right choice of coming down first and then going across? Yeah, of course I did. Right, let's head up, come on. Right, so we've made it back on top and we're walking across the abandoned viaduct, which is just sort of crazy to sort of think that again we can walk across these. And I say that because probably people who live up north are like, well, there's loads of them around here, but obviously I'm a Kent lad and we don't have any. We have viaducts, but we don't have ones that you can actually walk across because they're all still active. But look at this. Such a privilege. I think really sort of these are more for drone, aren't they, really? If you had a drone you can sort of fly about, weave in and out and do whatever, but for me it's just nice to have a bit of like history and obviously have that sort of feeling that you're actually at least walking across it and obviously taking you along with me. And it just seems to be the perfect place for graffiti artists. Although, like I said, that trek down was deceptively steep walking down that viaduct. You sort of going down and you have to go down again, and you know, I've done that plenty of times before, but for some strange reason that was quite a substantial drop. But we did it. You're intelligent, aren't you? Oh, apparently not. Says a no. Bless them. I always say, like, you know, I don't dislike graffiti. I really don't, actually, contrary to belief. I actually really like it, and there's a couple of graffiti artists that I obviously really admire and I really like. But obviously for me, it's a question of making it more artistic than just, you know, make it artistic is what I think I'm trying to say. And maybe I sound like a bit of an old bloke, but not just some random tags, you know, some random scribbles. Maybe this is just me in my old-fashioned way, but wouldn't it be nice if it was actually graffiti that was relevant to the actual use of this line, you know what I mean? Put a bit of well thought out history into it. So I mean, that's nice, for example. Bit of pareidolia there, isn't it? Sort of obviously see a face, but yeah. Like I said, we don't really want to concentrate on the graffiti. It is in remarkable condition, the walls here. So we've made it to the opposite side, and you wouldn't even know you'd gone across a beautiful viaduct. Now, you're going to have to forgive me. I have faith that is the stream, but it is dry, and I think it's more of a confluence rather than anything else from what I would assume. That's the sewage works over there. That noise you can hear, we've heard that before actually, and it does smell. So yeah, let's try and dip down again. Oh. It's a shame because it's so interconnected, so not interconnected actually, should I say, you know, that you can't really get a straight run to walk underneath it. It's so overgrown. So really the part that I went down was probably one of the better parts you could go down into. And obviously if I stick out too much, I'll probably go tumbling down the hill. But it's I always think, you know, in this instance it's not necessarily the most beautiful viaduct, but it is still a viaduct and it still contains that mystery. Now I want to show you a little hut up here, which again is quite rare, but we're following the track. In fact, when I drove in, it does follow the line and there's some more bridges and all that sort of stuff that's along there. But today I just wanted to do this one because really I did just want my viaduct fixed. I was in the area, Northampton, Leicestershire area, and obviously we know that there's loads around there. Obviously I've done Catesby, John O'Gaunt viaduct. I mean, the ones you can actually walk across. Have I done another one? I think I have, but I can't remember. But sorry, old age is getting to me, everybody, but I think we already knew that anyway. That doesn't take a miracle worker to figure that one out. But yeah, we're just gonna walk up to this little hut here because I think that's just going to be worth it. I mean, this is the thing really, is that there's so many other relics on every line that you do and every tunnel, because you know that that track still could have carried on, and obviously you're going to find some hidden sort of little secrets. I mean, and they're the types of things that you want to sort of, you know, be wary of and you want to keep your eye on, because sometimes they're the things that contain the most amount of history. Should we do some real time? I think we should actually, because it's not too far away. But I am going to be, as far as I'm going to go today, going up here. I've had a, should we just walk and talk for a second? I've had a really busy day again, trying to explore and record some really interesting places. And this is my final one for today. So after this I'm heading off home, and I am knackered. I am brutally knackered today. It's the heat, it's very humid out here, although it looks overcast, trust me, it's very, very humid. I am knackered, I have been climbing up, down, left, right. Well, you know me. You know what I'm like. I love a good climb, and I love a good shuffle. Actually, it was one of the, I'll tell you what was really interesting for me today, was I didn't even realise it till I came here, was that all day today I've been recording for myself. For you lot, and as some of you know, a lot of the times I mix it up because I've come to the stage in my life where it's not always about filming everything. And today it just happened to be circumstance that everything I was filming today would be on the channel, but in every other day normally I have to sort of not treat myself, because every explore that I do is a treat, but to try and maintain that I can at least have some fun for myself. Should we carry on? Come on in. So here we are. That's beautiful, isn't it? It's kind of interesting that really they've not changed. In other words, there's a couple where I live which are still actually in use, or they look like they're in use, but this one has long seen better days. It's obviously for the maintenance workers, and just looking down the line, look at that. Just open the window. That's crazy. Isn't that pretty cool? I was actually surprised that. I thought, oh, it's going to be rusted up. Oh, that's brilliant, isn't it? That really is so cool. What a great way to end our little viaduct trip today. Looking out onto this beautiful... I said the countryside around here is stunning. When I said that before in Northampton when I was at Catesby, I was sort of like admiring how beautiful the countryside was. But I mean, it's just special, isn't it, around here? And I say that from Kent, and we're meant to be the Garden of England. What a load of beep. Maybe that's a rant for another day. I remember the time when Kent used to be lovely in countryside. I actually do. That's what saddens me. I remember when you used to literally see views like this. Now it's just bunged up with bloody estates for no reason. Oh, I almost went into ranting, sorry. But yeah, isn't this lovely? Go back on point. Isn't this lovely? Oh. I love the way that window opened. Really special. Well, as I make my way back, that was really nice. I just had a really nice chill out just for a second there, and I was just sort of, you know, I'm really trying to learn at the moment to try and appreciate even more every explore that I do. And obviously, like I've just mentioned, the fact of trying to go out exploring and finding places and not filming them, and literally just sort of not getting too pent up that I might go to a disused tunnel, I might go to an abandoned shelter, an abandoned house, and not film it, and know that I probably could come back to it and all that stuff. And I've really learned from that to do that, and it's nice because I feel like I enjoy that more for my own well-being, because I'm not worried about, oh, you know, I'll film this bit here and this bit here and, you know, everything else. And it's just a strange one today because everywhere I went to today I have filmed, which is why I think I've just literally just chilled out there and was like, oh, I needed that, you know. But the thing is, I love doing it, so it's not a moan at all. It's saying that I do love doing all this. I love filming and I love being creative and all this stuff, you know. And because all of you are so amazing out there, and I know that every like that I get on my video is a polite hello and everything else, so I'm very grateful. And things will pick up, I'm sure they will, on the channel, and we'll get back to fighting form again very soon, which is why again I wanted to do a viaduct. I needed an abandoned viaduct. And this is one that was on my list. And also aware that obviously on this line as well that there is loads more stuff we can explore, and I will do that for another date at another time. But this one was just a mini one, so hopefully you enjoyed it. Hopefully you enjoyed me ranting. But oh, I swear this countryside in Northamptonshire is just so special. Apart from we ignore the sewage being there, it is so special. I don't think I've been to a county, maybe Wiltshire, where it just feels like the fields go on forever. You know, I mean, there's plenty of fields and everything in every different county, but for some strange reason in Northamptonshire, sometimes you just get these hills that just feel like they go on forever. And here we are anyway. I'm gonna just walk us back anyway, because while we're here, I want to make this clear as well. You know, let's try and we go down this side, just have a quick look. I really wasn't expecting it to be so steep. Yeah, look at that. Nobody's been down on this side at all. But again, so pretty. I'm just amazed that the brickwork actually hasn't really sort of gone into too much decay really, which is brilliant to note and brilliant to see, you know. fact, actually, it's probably one of the rarest occasions where I've seen so much graffiti on a place like this. Again, we didn't really pick this up, but obviously on the floor you've got bits of rubble and everything else. In fact, actually, it does remind me of that time when it was at Catesby, I think, where if you'd realised how thin it was on top of how bad it had decayed, it was didn't really want to know. You know, one of them moments where you think, God, I could literally be a step fall away from literally dropping right down. Oh. Hopefully you're liking this video, just a different one. I'm taking you along with me today. This is one of them ones where it's, you know, we're going and doing this together. We're having a lovely look on this. Again, like I said before, it's unsuspecting. You wouldn't know we're walking across a viaduct right now. There's nothing that symbolises. If you also go on Google Maps, you'll know that that obviously continues on into, probably will be Banbury, I'm trying to remember off the top of my head. And obviously part of the line anyway, I don't know why I said that. But like I said, if you go this way, I mean, like I said, when I was driving down, there's even more relics of this forgotten part of this track line as well. But we're just keeping it really simple today. I say simple, I feel like I've climbed down and up Everest today on this one. Beautiful though. What a great day to do this. I'm sure if I came down in winter time in a place like this, I may feel slightly different. Also, I'm not sure if you noticed, did you notice when we came up here we saw the foot tunnel, which obviously would have gone over the line anyway, so this is how I sort of did it. There's plenty of footpaths, by the way, but I sneakily came up the side of the foot tunnel because we love a good foot tunnel on this channel. So I didn't really film that. I might do that at the end for you, just a little foot tunnel. Yeah, let's do that. Let's end on a winner. A chicken dinner, winner chicken dinner. But yeah, look, I just want to point this out. Look, this is genuinely how steep this is. That is, it doesn't do it justice, but I can assure you, a very steep way down. Okay, right. Well, I won't say goodbye just yet, because I want to take you to the foot tunnel to end on. But this was our amazing viaduct. Hope you really enjoyed it. Let's end it on a really nice little old Phoenix history note. Okay, so I know you love a good foot tunnel. There we go. Let's walk through it. Come on. Look at that wind. Hopefully it's not coming out too bad, but yeah, look at this. You can imagine that obviously when the line was active, the noise of the trains as they were going over this tiny insignificant foot tunnel, which obviously forms part of the main line, the rest of its relics. Amazing. Really well constructed one as well. I'm not saying they've not ever been well constructed on foot tunnels that I've seen, but that is a solid piece of kit. Oh, and there's a car coming through. Better get out of the way. Typical. Yeah, I think there's like a stables or something up behind us. What are the chances? Please tell me they're not coming back. No. Are they? Right, okay, in the immortal words of Phoenix history, thank you so much. No, different car. Hang on, in the immortal words of Phoenix history. There's a different car. Thank you so much for coming along with me. That was a nice way to end, wasn't it? Thank you so much for coming along with me. Hopefully you had a really nice time. Love to all of you out there. Feel free to spread the word of the channel. And I'll see you all very soon. Take care for now. Ready? Cut.